Hello, this is Kathy, your one happy crafter. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me. Welcome to my channel. This is a brand new channel. This is the very first video that I have made, and I want everybody to know that I'm new to card making, but I am not new to crafting. I do watercolors and I work with my Cricut Maker, doing different kinds of projects with vinyls and iron-ons and making t-shirts and decals, stickers, wall decor, you name it. So I am not new to crafting, but to card making. However, I am relatively new. How I started in card making, I don't actually remember how I started in card making. I think I was trying to find a way to find I think I was trying to find a way to make inexpensive book borders. That's how I started. And as I did trial and error in my crafting, I came across stamping and then heat embossing. And then I think that's how I started in card making, because I really don't remember. Anyway, I don't want to babble. I just want to get to the topic that I have prepared for you guys today. So let's get to the juice. Today I'm sharing with you how I organize my stamp and die sets. Before, I used to have a folder organizer for my stamps. Oh, everything's falling apart. Anyway, before, I used to organize my, excuse me for my mess. Before, I used to organize my stamps in a folder like this. Now, this folder is very inexpensive. I bought it at the Dollar Tree, and it's a 3-ring folder. It didn't come with this elastic. I put this here. I made a hole, and then I threaded the elastic through that hole and made sure that it won't go through. So I put a piece of cardboard right there. So that is how I would close this folder. I would put the elastic over it, and then kaboom, it's closed. So anyway, the inserts that I have put in here, I bought this at Staples. This is actually a medium weight sheet protector with a zip closure, a side loading medium weight sheet protector with a zip closure. It's the size of this is an 8.5 or 8.5 inches by 11 inches, and it comes in packs of 10, and I think it was like $4 and change for a pack of 10. So that is how I would store my stamps. It was convenient, it was easy to store, easy to flip through and see the stamps that I wanted to use. But then as my collection grew, I needed better organization. So, and I plan to make a craft armoire, a DIY craft armoire, so that I can have more storage. So I decided to change the way I store my stamps. But before that, I wanted to share with you something that I do with the stamps that I buy. So when you know how when you buy stamps that you it comes with 2 sheets of acetate. You know, the top acetate is where the design is printed, and then the bottom is the one that it is the one that holds, or not holds, but you know, it protects the acetate, or it protects the stamps inside. So, and you know, when you buy it, it's separated, so there's a likelihood that you can actually lose the acetate film, and it happened to me very many times before. So what I did was I took what's it called, packing tape, and then I just put a packing tape in here. So now when I flip this open, it's actually connected, and I won't lose the bottom film. So that's just something that I wanted to share with you, so that, you know, maybe you had the same problem before, losing acetates, or, you know, losing stamps because you lose the acetate film at the bottom. So that's just something I wanted to share very quickly. Anyway, so that's how I would prepare them before I store them. So now, back to the folder. If you're interested in making this kind of organization, like I said, it is very inexpensive. This one folder is about maybe $6. This I made I made this this stamps decal from scrap vinyl that I have using my Cricut Maker. But this organization is very inexpensive. It's $6 for a folder, and you can store as many as you want, as many as you can fit in one sheet protector. Now what I do is I'll put a sheet of cardstock in the center, so it will make two compartments, top and bottom, or left and right, or whichever your orientation is. And then I would put in the stamps, as many stamps as I can fit in one side. So this side has 2 stamps because these are bigger, and this side actually has 3 stamps because it's I have 2 small stamps there and 1 medium-sized stamp. So it's, you can see it's an efficient way of, or it's a convenient way of storing your stamps. And at the same time, it's easy because when you flip through it, it's easier to see, to view your stamps, which ones you want to use for your project, for your current project. Now, so I planned on making an armoire, a DIY armoire, because the dream box, or the scrap box, I think it's what you call it, is like $2,000, and it's way out of my budget. I don't have that kind of money, but I can make my own. So that's what I am planning to do, maybe in the next couple of weeks, as I come up with the funds to make my armoire. But anyway, I will share that with you when that time comes. But anyway, so now that I have accumulated a few stamps, here, I'll show you. Accumulated, it's not very many, but at the same time, it won't fit in that folder, because if I try to fit all these stamps in that folder, it's going to explode. So what I did was, my first attempt at making, I said I wanted to put my stamps in a very sturdy plastic envelope like this. This plastic envelope I made this with laminating sheets. The first attempt that I did on making, an envelope or plastic envelope for my stamps was using sheet protectors similar to like that, similar to the ones that is in this folder. See? And it's a side loading sheet protector. So I would cut it in half, and then the way I closed it is I would fuse the side with my fuse tool from We Are Memory Keepers. So that's how I would make it, and then I would just punch a half circle at the top using my punch board, and then that's how I would make it. But then it was not very it wasn't very cost effective, because a pack of 20 side loading sheet protectors was like $8. So if you divide it into 2, it's going to be 40 envelopes for $8. So, you know, it's not expensive, but at the same time, I know I could find something that's more cost efficient, and it's a lot less cheaper. So what I did was I laminated plastic sheets like this using my laminator, and it's sturdy, and I don't have to fuzz with my fuse tool to close the sides and the bottom. So it's, you know, it's the same design as this one, but it's a different process, and I will share that with you in the next video. So that is how I would that's how I'm storing my stamps right now. So let me see if I can show you some examples of how I would store it. So here you see here's a Hero Art stamp that I bought recently. So this one I kept the packaging. I kept the acetate on the packaging, but I haven't prepared this one yet. But this is what I was talking about. You know, the acetates are separated. So what I do is I get a piece of packing tape and I tape the top, so that way when you flip it, you won't lose the acetate at the bottom. So, and then I would just put this inside my plastic bag like that and put it in my box. That's one stamp, and then this envelope I was able to fit 2 stamps. See, a small set of sentiment stamps from Hero Arts and Stampabilities. See, and I just put a sheet of inexpensive cardstock so that it will you know, it's easier to see it. This one is actually longer, but it doesn't bother me that it's longer. It's actually easy to it actually works, you know, it actually works for me because it's easier to pull the stamps out of the envelope. So this is a 1 compartment envelope. Now the ones that I have made for my stamp and die sets, these are 2 compartment envelopes. See, so there's 1 compartment in the front and 1 compartment in the back. As you can see, one of them is storing the stamp, and then the other side is storing the die. So it's still this, it's the same process as the one that I used with the single compartment. I will show it to you in the next video that I plan on making. But in the meantime, this is how I store them. So I put I put a sheet of inexpensive cardstock again, and then if I can put it in. Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, so I would put a piece of inexpensive cardstock inside it. Come on, there you go, and then put the stamp in the front, so it's easy to see what stamps are in on this envelope. And then I put the die blade side facing the inside, or facing the cardstock. That way, because if you put it with the blade side facing out, it might cut through the plastic, because these are, you know, they're not very sharp, but at the same time, you know, you just want to be careful to not hurt yourself and not destroy what you just made. So I stored them with the die set, with the blade side of the die facing the cardstock. So that's how I would store it. So that's it. That's how I would that's how I store my stamps now. Like I said, this is my first video. This is my first go on making a video for YouTube, and I know it's not very polished, and I know that I babble sometimes. I tend to babble sometimes, but it's okay because it's my first time to make a video. But anyway, I hope you have learned something, or you have, I hope that I was able to share something with you that you might be able to use in your storage, in your craft room storage organization thingy. So yeah, if you like this video, which I hope you do, please hit the like button, and I would very much appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button so that I can have subscribers on my channel and be like the other YouTubers that have subscribers and people are watching them. And I think that I have something to offer, something to share. So I hope you enjoyed watching my very first YouTube video, and I'm on my next video, which I am planning to post a couple of days from now. I'm going to show you how I make the envelopes. I'm going to actually show you how I make those envelopes. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.